When the three ball isn't dropping like it was earlier in the game, how do you try to keep that offense dynamic to open up that three ball later on?
I mean, we're going to keep shooting. We shot 42% from three. So I think they were extremely physical. Give them credit. It was just two really good basketball teams battling today.
Line off the bench as far as rebounding and defense, I mean, it's a big spark.
Yeah, I mean, give Kalani a ton of credit for staying ready. And yeah, that group, we were down 9 going into the fourth. Could have very easily said, you know what, today's not our day, but they battled. And I thought our mentality from our staff was just to reward them for how they played.
Can you talk to me about what has happened in the second and third quarter and how could you fix that in the next game?
I'll have to go back and look at the film. I'm not really sure in that third. Obviously, scoring 10 points is not ideal. But again, I thought Vegas did a really good job. They were extremely aggressive. You know, they did a good job, especially in that first half, as far as competing and making it tough on us. And yeah, but we need these games. I told the group at halftime. I told the group after the game. This is a young group. We haven't been through a lot of high level games together. Obviously, we've done it individually and with different teams, but you have to go through these things. And that team has been in a ton of these games. And so I thought we got some good looks down the stretch. Obviously, that offensive rebound hurt us there. But yeah, I mean, we need these games.
Coach, I'm just curious. It felt like through the first 3 quarters, I mean, it was just super physical. Fouls were being called on both sides. I'm just curious, when fouls are called at that rate, how do you guys sort of look to build any kind of momentum, especially when it feels like the whistle's being blown almost every single play?
Yeah, I mean, that was a playoff basketball game, obviously early in the year. And yeah, I don't think that we would change anything that we did. We're going to compete and be physical.
Dear, what would you say you've learned so far working Cobb back in and trying to put all 3 of your stars in position to succeed together, especially on offense?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. We're not there yet. And, you know, it takes a little bit of time, but I like where we're headed.
These last 3 games, one including the preseason with Chelsea Gray on the list of Thomas, just playing the switches. What is it about the switches in today's game that you feel like kind of maybe took away paint touches or flow from your offense?
Yeah, early, I thought in the second half we did a better job. The first half, you know, AT wasn't getting downhill as much. You know, I need to do a better job of moving some people around. But yeah, people are going to do different stuff against us. They did a good job tonight, and we'll give them credit.
Against Asia in the first half versus third quarter when she started getting going?
Yeah, great players are going to have big nights, right? And you know, she's one of the best in our league, and just trying to make it tough on her. Obviously, the free throws help to get her going. See that ball go in a little bit, and yeah, I mean, we need to do a better job collectively against her.
Coach, you talked about before the game about how your best offense often comes in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. Vegas did a good job tonight of just making you all shoot later in the shot clock. How do you speed things up and get the offense going?
Yeah, we were a little bit bogged down for the first 2 or 3 quarters tonight, and yeah, I mean, they did a good job of slowing us down. And I thought in the fourth quarter we started to play more like ourselves. You know, the reality is we're not going to score over 100 points every night, right? This is what it looks like when you play good teams. And so we'll look at the film and get better.
Locked down in the first 2-3 quarters. And in the fourth quarter, you had 31 points, way more than any other quarter. What changed, I guess, going into that quarter versus the other ones?
I'm not sure. We'll have to look at the film.
Defensively, that makes it so difficult for teams to get threes against them.
Are you talking about the year or today? Yeah. I mean, they also give up the most points in the paint, right? I think defensively, you got to choose, you're going to take away the three or you're going to protect the paint. Yeah, and they've kind of committed to taking away threes and we only got 24 of them up tonight, so they did their job.
So, Lexi and seen Monique take that, so, yeah, second role facilitator, as a coaching staff, what goes into the process of kind of finding that secondary facilitator when AT has to rest?
Well, I think you're going to see it with Sammy, right? So when Mo comes out, you know, the goal was probably to go back to Mo in that fourth, but Sammy kind of got it going, and her and Kalani kind of got the second unit, provided us with some energy. And so I think it's nothing, it's new to Sammy in this situation. I think she's done it before this past offseason in Australia. She was the point. So putting a ball handler next to her will be important for us. But yeah, I think Sammy can handle that.
What are the biggest things you guys can learn and take away from a game like this? You mentioned the young team, but playoff atmosphere, the aces, what could you kind of learn and take away?
Yeah, like I said, we just need these reps, right? They did a good job. I didn't think we played at the level that we've been playing. But when you win six or I don't know how many we had won, we had been on a winning streak. And so we're going to get people's best shot, right? Vegas has kind of been the standard the last 3-4 years. Sometimes, you know, a team like that needs a game like this, and they were ready. And I thought we were too. You know, it was a 1-point game, 1 possession. And so we're right in the hunt, and there's going to be games like this.
That's that loud night and come off the bench and keep going as well as she did. Like, what exactly causes that lull or her to open up your mind?
Well, they've got 3 or 4 Olympians, right? And so you're trying to slow those down. And so to provide help, you know, someone's going to be open. Their plus minus with her on the floor is really, really good. She made some big shots down the stretch.
Coach, so you guys are now sitting at second place with a 12-5 record, and you guys will also have 3 days of rest before facing the Dallas Wings this Thursday. Circling back to worry about us, Moto, can you talk to me about what you guys will be working, moving forward, especially after today's game?
Yeah, just, you know, we'll watch the film and we'll try to make corrections. Look at different situations and how we handle them. And every team presents new challenges. We'll get a couple more days of practice and continue to try to get better. Awesome. Thank you.